Hello and welcome to the Iconic Production channel. I am JM, your GM, and with me tonight for 2 nights only, this week and next week, but not only, we all know that B Team is forever. We will be in the Nile Empire with the B Team. Welcome back, B Team. It is good to have you guys back in the virtual house. Welcome to John Doom. I hope you enjoy the Torg. Hello to MedSpaz. It is good to have you here in the chat. Thanks for joining us. And I saw that Zorba has entered the chat. Dun, dun, dun. And always to Zero Earth Element and everyone else. Thank you for joining us. Now, when we last saw the B Team, it was a year ago in real time, but only weeks ago in the Torg Eternity timeline. They had just, and Greg is in here as well, welcome. They had just stopped Grigory Rasputin from releasing something known as the Source from beneath Tunguska Crater. They also discovered in the midst of this that one of their own, the beloved Sir Reginald Worthington III, the whole time, well, at least the time that he was in a chainmail bikini, was in fact a doppelganger. And when we had our last epilogue on the last game of the Horsemen and the B Team, we saw Alistair, Reggie's good friend, with, I believe, Dogathy, was that correct?
That's right.
Going into a tavern in Istanbul on the Nile Empire side and looking for Reggie. And so we're going to pick up several months later. And before we get into that, I would like to start with Alistair, the man himself. Alistair, introduce yourself, introduce your character. Let us know what we need to know about Alistair for people who have never seen a B Team game. And tell me your favorite thing about Torg. The rest of you should be aware that these questions will be asked of you here shortly.
See, now you already lost me on the first one. I'm kidding. My name's Brian Rothfuss, longtime fan, but tonight I'll be playing Alistair McPherson, Highlander from Her Majesty's 42nd Royal Highlander Brigade, member from a shamed detachment that came across with Wellington. And what everybody needs to know about Alistair is that he is tough as nails, incredibly ornery, and isn't too far away from his Scottish lockpick. As for what I like about Torg, I mean, what's there not to like? But my favorite thing about Torg is that anything goes, anything is on the table. The rule of cool is there. If it sounds cool, go for it. But more importantly, it doesn't matter what genre you're into. If it's out there and you like it, it's in here. And if you want it, you can bring it. So.
Teddy, go ahead and introduce yourself. Let us know what we need to know about Teddy and your favorite thing about Torg.
Hi, I'm Kirk, otherwise known as Theodore Crocia, sometimes called Teddy or Theo by his friends. I used to have a reality shot stuck in my heart, but I think Kiltos ate it.
Oh, we just lost you, Kirk.
It's balls to the walls and insane. Because, press to talk, right?
That's right. So you like that Torg is balls to the walls insane?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, awesome.
It gets there.
Joining us once again, reprising her role as Shelley, but also having shown up in the Horseman campaign as well as a guest cameo in the FET 5 as V, is Maddie. Maddie, why don't you introduce yourself, tell us about Shelley, and tell us your favorite thing about Torg.
What is there to say about Shelley? So I'm Maddie. I play Shelley. She is a very starched collar, no nonsense, puritanical woman from Oroche. I was going to say beast, monster, presence. And I think my favorite thing about Torg is that in one game I can yell at people and stymie them for a round. And then in another game, I can make telephone out of coconuts, and that all goes.
Deedly dee.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Furious, welcome. All right, you know him, you love him as Brother Block, the man who doesn't understand the meaning of the English word plan, even though the French word is le plan. So, Ben, tell us who you're playing tonight and what is your... I mean, we had a whole interview, multiple interviews with you about what you love about Torg, but let us know what you love about Torg. One thing.
My name is Ben. Tonight I'll be playing Malachi Monkishpa. He is an Aurorish Diabolist sorcerer, and I would describe his character as, imagine if Vincent Price had the career of Liam Neeson. And
Yeah.
then I love Torg because it affords me the opportunity to wear crazy costumes and play with puppets.
And Zorba says you are his favorite thing about Torg.
You flatterer! He must be one of the Malachites and Malachitans. It's my fan base.
I'm definitely giving you an extra possibility to start this game for that. But the other half of the dynamic odd couple duo in our FET 5 game, you normally play the aspirant Kowalski Banzai, but today you're playing someone different. Tell us about who you're playing and what your favorite thing about Torg is.
So I am playing Reginald Worthington III. He's a monster hunter from Marouche, particularly skilled in the creation of bullets and other magical fluids. Used
Don't like that.
Killing of, I mean, alchemy. It's mostly
Oh, okay.
combining
Yeah.
fluids.
Not in a guar sort of way, just kind of in a general alchemical sort of way.
Correct.
And what is your favorite thing about Torg?
Probably that conversation that we just had. Like, that's a thing. But I would actually echo Brian's sentiment that basically anything goes. I've typically I like to play games that are very based in sort of a single like location and thematically, and Torg is the digression for me, and it's one I found that I actually really enjoy.
Yeah, it does play into our love of comic books, right?
It does.
Right.
It's it's one of those games where, and I've probably mentioned this before, but there's a sort of American need to be able to combine everything. Like we have to have multiverses so we can get every version that we can imagine of a character into the same existence. Yeah, Torg is very much that.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
All right, so Ben, I do apologize. You're gonna have to wait just a bit.
All right,
because they are here.
that is fair.
They are here to get Reggie with it.
Yeah.
So, you guys are starting in the Nile Empire, which means 3 laws are in play. The law of action. All right. You immediately get to spend, if you want to, immediately after spending a possibility on an action and getting a total, you can spend another possibility to roll another die and take the better of the 2 results. There is the law of drama, which is really the more dramatic, the more you lean into that, the more likely I'm going to give you a Nile possibility, which if you have a Nile possibility, you get to add that extra die in when you spend it for that extra action. And then the law of heroism, you get 5 destiny cards as opposed to 4 because you guys are, in the words of the Browncoats, big damn heroes. So, Alistair, you've spent weeks putting together this plan. You know where Dr. Mobius' agents are hiding Reggie. He is in the clutches of a nefarious supervillain known as the Conundrum. And the Conundrum has built an elaborate device using mathemagician and priests from the Nile Empire in an attempt to drain not only Reggie's possibilities, but also through him, your connection to the source. The fact that you stopped it, he has crafted this diabolical master plan. And so we're going to start off with a dramatic task to get you guys in to rescue Reginald. So the fort lies in the catacombs under one of the former palaces of the emperors of Byzantium. And it is patrolled by Mobius's guards. It is watched over by watcher spirits. So first card, we're going to start this. This is Alistair's rescue mission. You let me know when you want me to stop shuffling cards.
That's good right there.
You want me to cut?
How we not?
All right. So the first step is how are you guys breaching the perimeter and getting into the base? I'll reveal the card. You guys decide what you want to do. Oh, nerds. True heroics. A, B, and D are steps on this card. Any Storm Knight may gain a possibility by sacrificing a turn to help an innocent bystander or creature. Maneuver and taunt are our approved actions, and I need all of you to check for surge, which means roll a d20. If you get a 1, things happen.
10. It's a good time to waste it.
That's right. All right.
Was that all of us?
Yeah, everybody except Reggie.
8.
8. All right, you're fine. Ben, pass or fail, bud. All right, so who is taking the lead on getting the group past the guards and breaching the wall of the Conundrum's fortress?
Well, actually, I was going to go ahead and start taking the lead so that I could sneak everyone around past the dune, which is very conveniently placed in a spot where the Conundrum's fortress seems to be the most weakest. However, unfortunately for me, I noticed a big stone pillar starting to fall over on some poor lad who just is there to collect figs. And you know what? I have to just give up this entire turn to go diving over to catch that poor lad and send him away from all those stones so he can collect figs another day.
You duck and roll, and you gain a possibility. Who is going to take this action? All right, Shelly, what you got?
Oh, I was going to say, can you describe what we're looking at?
It is a ruined semicircular basilica. You can see where the dome has fallen in. There are vines growing up outside it. And there are shock troopers on the wall. There are people with jetpacks flying over. There's several creatures, or humans piloting what look like little two-legged, open-topped walkers with a flamethrower on one side and an underslung electrical ray of something else. And they seem to be moving about, trying to keep people away. They would, in fact, one of the walkers definitely kicked that pillar that would have squashed the little boy carrying figs, were it not for Alistair.
So, using my extensive knowledge of the church, would I know where an acolyte entrance might be?
Ooh,
and try and sneak in that way?
Yeah, give me a... I would take a find roll. I would take a faith roll. What do you got?
I will try faith.
All right.
Ooh, that's a 15. So that is a 19.
All right. That is a good check, and you managed to get everyone wool, or you get everyone kind of acolyte robes. Malachi, they burn just a little bit. And as you pull the hoods up, you manage to sneak in past the gates. However, now is the problem is of actually finding where this giant machine that will drain Reggie of his possibility and establish a tie between Istanbul and, because Reggie has been exposed to the source several times. So the card is unmasked. B and D are on this. So who is going to help the B team find their way to this unholy. Well, probably very holy from the view of the priests of that are involved in this, but unholy to you guys ritual.
Well, I'll go ahead and take point on this one since I wasted the last turn. I'm going to take out that section of Reggie's cloth, part of his uniform that was cut, and I'm going to put it in front of Dogathy's nose and say, all right, this is as close as we've been. Fetch. And then send Dogathy off and then follow him however far he goes until he betrays us inevitably, which is what Dogathy does.
Curse you, sudden but inevitable betrayal. All right, I would like you to give me a straight charisma roll, Brian, as you are like trying to forge a connection.
This is going to be awesome. All right. Well, it's a good thing that I got that possibility. So I'm going to go ahead and spend that. All right. 16 and 2 is 18. So that's a +5. So we're looking at a 12.
Dogathy kind of looks at you, some eyes open on her side, looking at Malachi, but then kind of gives you a half-hearted shrug and tears off down the stairs. As you get to the bottom of the stairs, there is a massive concrete wall with a door set into it with a very complex set of locks and spinning dials and like little gears ticking along in there. The next card is appropriately open up. Although this is friendly fire only occurs on a mishap this round. It does have a C on it. Who's taking charge of getting that is true. Through tunnels, and she definitely takes you back several times over the barbed wire fence. But who is going to open the door in front of you?
I'll try that.
All right, Kirk. How is Teddy overcoming this this very complicated Nile Empire death trap lock?
I think I'm going to go with evidence analysis.
Okay, try and really study it and see what way to open it.
Yeah, see how it ticks.
All right, go for it. Use the thermite, Teddy. Where is that lucky dynamite? We still don't know. What'd you get?
I'm already spending my first possibility.
Excellent. I mean, oh no.
It's okay if it doesn't work, Teddy. I have a way to fix it.
What'd you get, Teddy?
What's 8 for a modifier?
-2.
-2?
Yeah.
13.
All right. You guys see beads of sweat kind of erupt on Teddy's head, but finally he kind of looks at it, tracks everything to one little tiny gear in the middle. What kind of hammer do you carry, Teddy?
Malachi.
Like ball peen, rubber mallet, just 12 ounce.
Probably hookback.
Okay. You just smash it on the one lock and springs and wires go flying everywhere. And the thing opens up. And there you see, beneath 4 giant statues of Aminet, Anubis, Sebek, forgot to take my watch off, and Set in the middle is Reggie, chained up. There are 6 priests and priestesses. 4 of them are chanting. 2 of them are standing next to each other, kind of definitely messing with the Lance of St. George, your Monster Hunter rifle. What are you saying to them at this moment? You have several cuts. I need you to roll a d6 for me. Tell me what you get.
All right. That's a 4.
You take 2 shock.
All right.
They have definitely been leeching you and building up towards something.
I'm in fact explaining the the finer points of the excellent craftsmanship which went into the Lance of St. George. So, if you would see the catch there, you'll see a bit of inscription by the gunsmith who in fact crafted it. One of a kind weapon. Well, it's like anywhere else in that empire. And yes, then also you see the gold inlay there.
So, the final step of this is how are you going to get Reggie free? The card is hold that pose. Yes, Maddie, what do you got?
What is Reggie wearing?
Reggie is actually stripped down to his waist, but is in his regulation pants this time. And so you can tell, at least from that, he is not a doppelganger. Or you hope so. So there is a D on this card. Who is getting... Ben, you're the last one who hasn't done something. How are you getting Reggie free?
That my compatriots are better equipped to free Reggie immediately, but this is certainly a time for distraction. So I would like to play a trick on, I'm going to say, wait, there's 10 in the room?
There are 6.
Oh, okay. The one who looks smart, wait, the 2 who look smartest, I'll leave alone. Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to try to go for the other 4.
The other 4, using the law of drama, and with Dogathy's assistance, thank you, we'll march forward and say, you have done it. Your invocation was successful, and you have summoned me, Malachi Monkey's Paw. And hopefully that will confuse them long enough for my friends to free Reggie. While they assume they're gonna think it's real. They're gonna think I'm the demon lord that they were after.
You have definitely your target number to trick is 9, and for tricking 4 of them at once, you'll be at a -6. Give me the roll, and then who's going to step in while Malachi is distracting everybody? He is chained. Just to play off Mr. Furious. Yeah, I mean, Reggie, like, chest muscles, taut, pulled, rippling. I don't know. I don't know what Reggie looks like under his monster.
Quite good.
Quite good? Okay. You weren't there?
As we've already discussed comic books, I think that Reggie looks like the aged son of the leader of that mutant group that's legally nondescript.
You missed the last session. It got so dire that Shelley tore off and exposed her midriff during the I know. That's how dire it was.
All right. Teddy, go ahead and get in there and unlock those locks. I've got your back.
So I got a 14 on my trick of the 4 cultists.
Are you making them stymied or vulnerable as they kind of, what?
As I believe the combat will ensue immediately, I will make them stymied and therefore less able to stop my friends from freeing Reginald.
All right. Teddy, how are you?
Malachi.
Oh, go ahead, Maddie.
I was going to say, Malachi, would a pillar of fire help sell your story?
Oh, the story has been sold.
Okay, never mind.
The 2 who are holding Reggie's gun kind of set it down and like...
JM, would spending a possibility or going for a greater success be of any large benefit?
Well, they are not reality rated, so you could have them... You would get player's choice if you could get to 19.
Excellent.
How far are you from 19?
Where I am now,
Didn't catch that.
Didn't catch it, Ben.
I need a +5 from where I am now to make it outstanding.
Okay.
Possibility and take a 24 to a 39, which is 11 minus 6, which is 5, which only makes it 17.
Can I give you a
It's a
supporter
hero
card?
card.
Oh, he's got one.
All right, he's good.
It was pretty scandalous, Zero Earth Element. I
Times 24 minus 6. 20.
All right. What do you want to do with these 4 guys?
Oh, I'm going to be so afraid. Okay. So because I said I was the lord that they were summoning, I would like them to approach me and bow,
Okay.
and then Dogathy disposes of them.
Off camera in a very gross way.
That's right. There's just wet snarfling noises and screams of fanatical ecstasy as they are ripped apart by.
Ecstasy. Like, we
Yeah.
finally achieved one with the eyeballed mastiff.
Kurt, how are you freeing Reggie?
We're starting off with a situational awareness.
So we're not in combat rounds. This is the
we're not
last
in-
of
okay.
yeah. This
So
is
that
the
doesn't
last
matter
of
yet.
yeah. What's your skill roll to free Reggie?
Lock picking.
Give me the roll.
Please no thermite. Thank you.
Thermite. I think Mr. Furious just really wants thermite in tonight's.
We'll have to find a way to get it in.
Oh, I've been planning surprises. I just don't have the stuff to make the surprises happen.
Not leaving here till I see thermite.
Next week it'll be now with part 2. Now with more thermite.
18's a plus what?
+5.
16.
All right, Reggie, you see horrors that will scar you till your dying day as Dogathy seems to grow not just in size but in number of mouths as it consumes all 4 of these guys at the same time, and you are so distracted that you do not realize that your hands are free and Teddy is standing next to you. However, at that moment, the other 2 guys scream. And one of them starts to laugh as the other one just starts cutting his palms open. You have fallen for the Conundrum's trap. Here are part of those who were there when the source was defeated. That power will now belong to Dr. Mobius. We will take it from your very souls. And the other one throws up his hands and the blood droplets fly and they touch the 4 statues, which rumble as the walking gods awake.
Oh.
Teddy, you can now use your situational awareness.
Situational awareness is going to drop opponent's fails.
Okay. Now remember, opponent fails has been errated so that it's only something that targets you.
Yep.
All right.
That's fine. I'm just putting it in my pool.
So, the first
When can I
card...
use-
Oh, what?
When can I use a law of action?
The law of action, which you have drawn. Where did I put it? There we go. Law of action. All Storm Knights immediately play 2 Destiny cards into their action pool. It's a Cosm card. You can play that whenever. Do you wish to use it now?
Yeah, let's drop it now.
Okay. Before everyone accuses me of being just a horribly evil DM or GM. It is a good time to remind everyone that my the B team is up to 165 XP. So this could still be bad. Escape is always an option. I have several ways out. But let's see what happens. The first card is Quake with Fear. All heroes must make a hard DN14 fear test or become very stymied. So it's a spirit or a willpower roll. Everyone, give me the roll. And
Ready?
Ooh, I'm rolling with Kowalski's dice tonight.
Don't do that. Don't
Yeah.
do that.
Question, because it's been a minute. So I pooped my first roll, so I used a possibility, and it was a 10 on the possibility.
Then it
Do
does
I reroll
explode. The
Great.
10 explodes.
that? Great. So then I rolled another 10. So I just keep going. Great.
Yeah, 165 Zero Earth Element. The B team has been keeping up with the Horsemen, and then earned some XP at the end of the final adventure, which was just a great finale. I mean, at least as for me as a GM, I was very satisfied with that. What'd you get, Maddie?
Y'all, I rolled 3 10s in a row. I just want to. So they got me to 36, so that's a 26 willpower roll.
You are fine. Teddy, what'd you get?
Taking modifiers into account,
Yes.
9.
You are very stymied, Teddy, for this first round. Alistair.
With the awesome -4 that I got, I'm staring at a willpower of 5.
All
So
right.
I fail as well.
And Malachi and Reggie.
15 here.
15. Hey, you're not
I
scared.
had to spend a possibility, but I did.
16.
All right. So, villains go first. Defend is the approved action.
You
Funny you
didn't
should
say.
bring that up. I'm going to abort my turn for an active defense.
All right. You want to go ahead and give me that roll there, Alistair?
Absolutely. That's
Ahmed
bad.
starts walking. The Ahmed statue starts walking in. It looks like a giant, and this one's coming from Maddie, and she'll know why. With the 4 quarters of a lion and the hind quarters of a hippopotamus and the head of a giant crocodile. It will try to attack you with its jaws and then turn and lay its ray of judgment on the man who stole and then ate 4 of the followers. So it's going to take a multi-action. Ooh, that's a good start. 18 is a +5. So let's start with Shelly. What is your melee or unarmed combat defense?
Okay, first question. Are these supernatural evil?
Yeah, I think they're going to be.
Okay. So because I am protected, that ups my toughness. You said my melee or my unarmed defense?
Yep. Unarmed
My
defense.
unarmed is 13.
There's a 13. So 5 minus 2 is 3, so it's 20. So that's a good success. And Malachi, what is your willpower or spirit?
You
Can't
are
hear you, man.
muted.
My willpower is a 12, but I do have one of my perks is deflection magic.
Okay.
So if something comes at me, I use alteration instead, and
Okay.
that is a 15.
Oh, look at you.
I've always been a bit of a gamer, JM.
Well, it hits, but it is no longer a good success. All right, so Maddie, what is Shelly's toughness?
Oh,
Because this is unholy evil, it's a 13.
14. All right, Shelly, it'll be 2 wounds and 4 shock. Would you like to spend a possibility to soak?
Yes. And then I have an ability
Of
called
course you do.
Tenacious, which means tests to soak damage or favor.
Oh, I lost your audio.
I think I might have undefined.
Oh, hold on.
Give me a second.
I
1
heard-
second. Ben, there we go. Go ahead.
Okay. So my ability is tenacious, so my tests to soak damage are favored.
Okay, so go ahead and roll. If you don't like the first one, you get to re-roll.
Ooh, yeah, that's a 5. Ooh, 13. I'll take that. That's a 1, so that's a 15.
So that, how do you avoid, what reality do you find that prevents you from being chomped by...
I will say they didn't do a good enough job of cleaning out this holy space, and I very quickly duck behind the statue of a now headless saint.
Okay.
So I just boop.
And
out of
your
there.
head is kind of right there for a brief second?
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
Malachi, you are stymied, and on any hit, while the walking god can see the target takes 10 plus 2 bonus dice at the start of their turn, ignoring armor, and the conditions applied cannot be removed. So when you take your turn, the judgment ray will be on you. The one that looks like a man with the head of a jackal-headed. You've seen the first episode of Harmon Quest. Just makes me giggle every time I say jackal head. Is coming right for you, Alistair.
Anubis.
It is swinging a kopech at you and trying to hit you with beams of ruby light out of its eyes. Balls. It is spending a possibility to attempt to do both of those things. All right. So that is a total of 15, which negates the multi-action penalty. What is your melee defense, sir?
17.
Melee weapons, and so that means you parry this thing as it brings the two-headed kopech down, and it turns and it looks at you with its eyes. What is your dodge?
My dodge is a 16.
Your dodge is a 16, which is 1 higher than its energy weapon. So, Alistair, not only do you not get hit, but you took an active defense. Please enjoy a close call.
I just had a close call.
You just had a close call.
Take another.
Of at least a second kind, if there had been a third action. The one that looks like a strong man with the head of the crocodile comes barreling down on Reggie and Teddy. It is going to take a and it's just going to take a snap at you, Reggie. What is... Ooh, that's a 10. What is your dodge?
It's 15.
It's a 15. Would you like to make an active defense?
You know what? Sure.
If you don't have to.
That's probably my best bet while I arm up because I'm currently standing here shirtless.
25. Yeah, I've got an outstanding success.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop kicking everything, and I'm gonna take an active defense.
So you roll your dodge.
Okay. 13 1 plus 1, so 16.
Okay, so that would take you to 16. Do you want to spend a possibility to up it even higher?
Let's see here.
And
part of the active pool.
Kurt, did you spend that law of action? You did?
Yeah.
Right, so everybody can toss 2 cards into their pool immediately.
Oh, okay then. In that case, I will go ahead and play my action card. So that's going to bump me up to, what does a 19 get me?
Set your defense to a 19, which means I only hit with a good success as opposed to an outstanding success. Wait, hold on. Let me double check that. what was your initial? Was 25?
The initial is
Yeah.
16 plus action, so plus 3. So
Yeah. So
okay,
you can,
I'm gonna go do that.
you could keep the action because you needed you were already in a good success.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So here we go.
Cool.
What is your toughness, sir?
My
And you
toughness
could like
is
in the
12.
insurance. Okay.
Yeah.
12. 7, 8, 9. That will be a wound and 2 shock.
Well then, starting off strong.
You want to soak it?
That's a cost possibility, right?
Yeah.
All right, might as well.
All right. Don't forget, the more dramatic and actiony things you do, the more possibilities. I'm very liberal with the possibilities.
All right.
Just get in Kowalski's head, and you'll probably get a lot of them.
So I will, as I drop down from my crucified pose,
Yeah.
I pat Teddy on the shoulder.
Give me your.
About time, and then as I see this creature lunge toward us, would it be an extra action to tackle him out of the way so that he?
He's not going to get hit.
He's
So
not
you
gonna
got to
hit,
spend a
okay.
reality to not get hit.
Well, that's another 13.
+1.
So it's a +1 to my rally, so that's a 12.
All right. And trying to push Teddy out of the way, you get out of both. You both get out of the way. And the
Excellent.
jaws come snapping down. The last one is set. And set. What?
Don't eat the salad set.
Set for that is definitely going to cast a lightning bolt at you and a tempest at Teddy. Ooh. 33
Dang it.
is a +10. Your dodge is currently a 19.
Yep.
26. So that's a good success. Teddy, what is your dodge?
14.
14. So I got a 25. That is an outstanding success. So suppressive fire goes off, and you. What is your toughness, sir?
Toughest 5.
All right. So, Teddy, this whirlwind comes around you. You get. What was your toughness?
5.
Plus your strength. It's
Yeah,
straight.
my strength is
Straight.
5.
And do you have no armor?
Stab vest?
Yeah.
So what, 8 then?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh. I was like, oh, good lord, Teddy's dead. All right. So Teddy, this set kind of causes this tempest to whirl around you. You are knocked back and forth. You are very stymied. So you'll take a -4 to your action. Oh, you're already very stymied. You didn't make your save. You are very vulnerable as well as being very stymied. And you will take a wound and 2 shock. You may soak if you want to, as you are bounced around between these 2 pillars. But you are doing slightly better than our good friend Reggie, who gets struck by a lightning bolt. What's your toughness, and how many points of
My
armor
toughness
do you
is
have?
12, my armor is 2.
So you have a toughness of 10 against this. All right, there we go. And a 1. So that's a 17. So that's a wound and 2 shock, sir.
Alright. I'm just going to take it this time.
Okay.
For any possibility, I'm going to be, I'm not going to
All right.
last long.
Alistair and he was definitely setting things up. Zero Earth Element totally gets a possibility for that. And you, sir, get this card, and you can put one in your action pool. Alistair and Reggie, you have taken active defenses, which means it is just Malachi, Shelley, and Teddy's turn.
Y'all, I can set them up so you can hit them harder if you would like. Okay, so Jam, to build on the drama,
Okay.
I would like to say I am standing behind the headless statue of Saint Benedict of Nursia, who is
Okay.
known for exorcisms. And I will attempt to cast Fear of God, and I will yell at them. The vast multitudes of God's enemies are as great heaps of light chaff before the whirlwind, or large quantities of dry stubble before devouring flames. And I will cast Fear of God on them.
All right. What does Fear of God do?
Fear of God, it causes an intense fear of judgment in all enemies within a large blast area. Affected targets become vulnerable. And because it's an area of an effect attack, there is no multi-targeting penalty. But if they are immune to fear effects, they're also immune to this spell.
They are fearless. So you will have to do something else, but it will catch. But here's the thing. Remember, this is Torg, so you never waste your action. I will tell you that they are immune.
Okay. Great. Then it's going to be even better because I'm going to do Infernal Judgment and rain a pillar of fire down on
And is
them.
it also a large? What's the blast radius?
It's just with this one, comes up from the ground to strike a target. A target up to 25 meters in the air may be hit by the miracle.
Okay. Go ahead. Who are you targeting? Amit, Anubis, Sevik, or Set?
Who's the one that's wailing on Teddy and Reggie?
That would be Set.
Cool.
Also,
That hopefully is
Also Sevik.
one for each.
well,
Set's the one that's casting lightning and causing whirlwinds.
Cool. I'll do that one because if the other one gets close enough, it gets burned.
All right. Go ahead. What is your target for this?
If the DN's dodge or dex.
Their dodge is a 16.
Okay. Oh, no possibility on that. Ooh, 6 and 18 is 24, right?
That is 24.
24 is 8 to my faith of 17, so that's 25.
All right. That is
So-
not an outstanding success. You were one short of an outstanding success. Anybody got an action in their pool?
I have enough.
Little.
You want to trade? All right. He's giving you the action. You got an outstanding success against them.
Beautiful. So I get 2 bonus dice of damage. Ooh, that's a 5 and a 2. So 7 plus my faith of 7. So that's 24 points.
Is it based off your faith?
Yeah, it says damage is the. Oh shoot! Now I've lost it. Hold on.
Mr. Furious gets a pun possibility.
Hellfire mirror. Well, now it doesn't say.
Is it out of the Oroch book?
I think so.
Ben, give me the Oroch book. Mr. Furious, what's the damage on
I apologize. I thought it was my faith.
Infernal Judgment? What was the name of the spell again?
Infernal Judgment.
Infernal Judgment.
I'm sorry, guys. I thought I
No,
wrote
it's
it
totally
down.
fine.
The base damage for the
Is the
miracle is
faith?
the
Oh my
priest's faith.
gosh! Good,
Boom.
good God!
So-
All right.
17 plus 7 is 24 points of fire straight up their Egyptian stone behind.
All right. Well, that would be a wound and 2 shock. They will spend a possibility to try and soak that.
Gotta be tough as nails.
They are double wounds. Oh
Also,
my gosh!
2
I rolled a 1.
Take it.
Yes.
All right. So you damage Set. You perhaps
Beautiful.
set him on fire.
Jan, do I get any points for flair for doing it behind?
I will not in the Nile Empire, but from me.
Oh, okay.
Malachi and Teddy, what are you doing?
Do something awesome, Malachi.
Malachi, do something awesome. This one's dead.
I would like to play an alertness card, JM. And I
Okay.
would like to know which of these creatures relies most on using brute strength to inflict his wrath.
It has to be so
Definitely Anubis with that massive Kopesh.
Excellent.
It goes like
Um,
Anubis, 20 damage. Sebek at 19 damage. And Set at 16, but AP 4.
So, to Anubis, I will cast diminish upon his strength,
Okay.
And I will invoke my Diabolist perk, giving me +5 on my next 3 spells, but then I will have to roll a corruption roll. And Dogathy, where'd she go? I step forward, brandishing my cloak, which flies about in the dog that transmorphs as part of me, and then we say, "Listen, Jackalhead, we do not fear you, for you are not unlike the Buffalo Bills, completely incapable of closing the deal, even if you come this close."
Give me your roll, sir. By the way, while he makes this roll, please, we will be here this week and next week. We will be running Torg, Attorney, the B team. And then, if I do my math right, the following week we will be off because Iconic is going to Gen Con. If you are at Gen Con, you can come by the booth. We're at booth 1830. We are getting to be there with a couple of other companies, including we'll have Oroch books, hopefully. We'll have Torg books. I will be there. The wonderful JD will be there. This Ben will be there. The other Ben will be there. And I found out tonight that Brian will be there. You can get 3/5 of the B team for the price of your Gen Con admittance. So, it's a steal. What'd you get, Malachi?
I didn't have to spend a possibility, but it's a 28.
Versus?
Versus that person's spirit.
Yeah, no, you definitely diminished their strength. By how much?
Was it an outstanding
It's
success?
an outstanding success.
That would be -4, but it doesn't affect toughness when we shoot him.
Okay.
It just affects his ability to hurt us.
Okay. Maddie, what were you adding?
The beautiful pillar of fire stays there for 3 rounds. And anyone who gets close to it gets burned. So, team, if you just want to keep kicking these gods into that fire, that'd be great.
Malachi, you also take your Judgment Ray.
Yes, Judgment Ray.
What's your toughness, sir? Oh, come on. I'm rerolling damage.
My toughness is 9.
Oh, I didn't have to do that. 19, so that's up 10. That's 2 wounds and 4 shock from the Judgment Ray.
This isn't great, guys.
I'm gonna try to set that.
Okay.
This is fine.
I do think Shelley and Sister May in some weird cosm, some maybe weird West cosm, need to meet up.
So I have to spend another possibility.
All right, Teddy, you're going to be up next. What you got, sir?
I've healed it all, but I only have one possibility left.
Likewise.
Do something cool.
I'm trying to do a find. So I'm looking for, I don't know, cleaning supplies, diesel, hydraulic fluid.
Give me a find roll, Teddy. Teddy always sets up in round 1, and then something goes boom, or you make a B-52 flying glider out of logs and vines. Yeah.
This is going to kill me because I'm using my last possibility.
Shelley's been giving Malachi the judging eye for a while.
He's had to make Satchel because he just reeks all the time,
That's
and
right.
she has to have something to over.
You keep putting that the ethanol gel under your nose.
Just lavender sprigs up her nose all
Yeah.
the time.
A gospel could
She
help you grow
smells
them.
evil, people. We just want to be clear about it. It's a perk that she has.
It's not hygiene.
And I
It's,
mean,
it's
if you don't have that, I smell fine.
It's more of a spiritual hygiene thing.
I use a sandalwood body wash, and I've shaved myself from head to toe in order to escape the Godman's tar pit trap.
Teddy, with that, what did you get?
Not bad to me.
19 on the die.
All right, so here, 19 on the die gives you +6.
+6, so that's modified down to 2 because I'm super stymied. And a fine to 15 makes it a fine to 17.
Okay, so you notice two things. There are 2 diesel generators that are powering the lights down here, but you also notice a set of stairs that ascends back up. And you can clearly see next to it is a camera that's kind of panning back and forth over the whole thing. Now, the next card is The Tensions Rise.
No kidding.
I will also allow, if you spend your possibility, there's also, for some reason, a bag that says thermite, do not leave lying around. Use in case of storm nights. The next card is The Tension Rises. So the bad news, guys, is all players have to discard a destiny card of their choice from their hands, not the action pool.
I'm going to go ahead and place these initiative.
Okay.
I don't care much for that card at all.
Do you want me to hear the rest? Tell you the rest of it?
Well, why not? I mean, the action line might be interesting.
Heroes go first. The approved action is maneuver, and the villains get a setback, and I will kick it to the chat for the setback. If you choose to keep it, it's your choice.
And we lose one out of our pool?
You lose one out of your hand, not your pool.
And not the pool. I'll let it stay. I actually like it on the first.
All right. Chat, I will take the best setback by the time it gets to the villain's turn.
Jam, is that also a pun, as the chat has already pointed out, a set?
Oh, yeah, no,
back?
it's definitely. And if somebody is on the back of set when the setback hits, the resonance of pun possibility may go through the roof. All right. I'm going to, unless anybody has a better idea, I was going to let Alistair or Reggie go first because they did the active defense last turn. Maneuver is the approved action.
Go for it, Alistair.
Well, I'd prefer for somebody to soften up the targets a little bit before I go and try and go after Set.
Going to do the approved actions of maneuvering twice. Once myself and once Dorothy upon Anubis. And while we're not taunting him, we are saying, we're joking with each other. We're saying, are you Biz? Because we're going to need Anubis. And I got a maneuver 12, and Dorothy got a maneuver of 10.
The maneuver on these things are 14.
We get nothing.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Hey, Scooby-Doo and Shaggy can't win every time.
I like how that's how you view them. All right, we got Legos as a possibility, and Set crushes the floor. All right, keep going, chat. I'll pick one here in a second. Reggie, what you doing?
So around these generators, do we see any fuel containers?
There are fuel containers.
Okay, so if I were to take one of these jerry cans.
Yeah, have the Nile Empire possibility for using jerry can correctly.
Thank you. If I take one of these jerry cans and throw it into the air, and then shoot with my explosive round, can I strike more than one of these enormous creatures?
I will let you go from a small blast radius to a medium blast radius and get 3 targets in there.
That is what I will do.
All right.
So that
You'll take a -2 to the shooting roll because the first action is...
I have a 20 in fire combat now, so I'm gonna risk it.
Holy crap, Ben.
I do one thing, Jam! All right.
I shoot the boss, and then I get paid.
Pretty much. All right, so that's a -2 to. But I got to throw it first.
Yeah. Well, the throw is just part of the action. I'll let you throw. All right. So first of all, which 3 are you trying to hit? Obviously, Anubis is one.
Anubis, Sobek, and then the other guys are already on fire, right?
Yeah.
So I guess with the other one. So
So Anubis, Sobek,
and Set.
and Set. All right. And here's the thing: Zero Earth Element has already given you a pre-possibility for this.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so if I need it,
So you're at an 18 to start. Roll your die.
Well, that's 5.
So that possibility kicks in. Go ahead and roll
Go
it.
ahead and spend that. That's a 5. I'll leave that up there.
You may need to stop rolling them dice.
Yeah, these dice are sucking tonight. I think they missed Kowalski or something.
We all
That's
miss
a 5.
Kowalski.
That's a 10.
Okay.
So that explodes. I'll just keep doing that. That's a 16. So, all right. So 15 plus 16, so 32. Or wait, 31. So 10 plus fire combat, so which is 20. So minus 2.
So 28 versus their
38.
dodge of 16. That is an outstanding success. So
Awesome.
you do. What's the base damage on this?
So help me out here. I've actually always wanted this. So I have my Slayer gun damage, and then do I add
No, it's the base damage of the shell.
of the shell? Okay, so that's 15.
All right, so it's 15. 2 bonus dice of damage on each. So who are you striking
Now, are
first?
these considered large or
They are large. I forgot to mention these guys. They are large. You do get +2 to hit.
So I get one more.
Which would make, hold on, let me Malachi, one of your taunt hits, or your maneuver hits on who were you targeting? You were targeting
Targeting
Anubis.
Anubis.
All right, you get the romance card, my friend.
Thank you, Zero and Element. Now, my particular patch, what's it called?
Well, it's your character.
Metal! I have a Dragon Slayer medal,
Okay.
which I received for killing, of course, the Dragon of the Northern Ganges
Yes.
several years ago. It does allow me to put 1 additional bonus die when fighting large
So you
creatures.
get 3 bonus dice. You're gonna roll for each. You're gonna start with your Anubis. By the way, Alistair, Anubis is vulnerable.
All right, so that is a 12. So that is
Oh, that's right. That's all I need. So 12 is
plus 15, so 27.
yeah, they have a base toughness of 15. So that would be 2 wounds. All right, then go for Sebek.
Sebek. That is a 6. So
Which is 1 wound.
Yep. Come on. And that is an 8.
Which is 1 wound. All right, they're all going to try and soak.
Excellent.
1, 2, and 3. Anubis soak. Anubis soaks 1 of the wounds,
Okay.
giving him 1 wound. Sebek needs to spend a possibility. Get these mixed up. Soaks his wound. And Set is going to spend another possibility. It looks cool,
Dang it!
but you actually only end up giving Anubis 1 wound.
I'll take it.
All right.
That guy sucks.
Alistair, what are you doing? Ooh, I know the GM. Do you know me, or do you know just... Is this a personal GM? Which GM do you know? I do like that. In the suddenly weakened state, Anubis staggers into Set, and they both end up in Sebek's fire. We've got some good setbacks.
All right, so, all right, lads. Looks like you got Reggie. Let's beat a quick retreat and see if we can't bring the building down around their ears. After all, it looks expensive, and it's our job to cost bad guys lots and lots of time and money. And with that, I am going to step forward, and I'm going to do an all-out attack on Anubis.
All right.
So I'm going to wind up, darn near ditch my shield, and just bring back that Scottish claim or the broadsword and go right for the guy's mush.
Right for the guy's mush. I love it. His melee weapons is 14 or 15.
All right, and that's with the vulnerable.
I'm sorry, it's 11 with. Sorry, 13 with the vulnerable.
He picked the wrong day to be there. All right. Yeah, 17 is a good start. So that's 4. 18. He's large. That's 20. 24.
24 is an outstanding success. Well, I'm glad that you're here. I know the GM. You now
All right.
know another GM. I am JM, a GM.
All right, and with that, I'm going to go ahead and spend 3 shock to do an extra bonus die of damage.
Good lord. Okay.
All right, that was a 6, which blows up. And I got a 1, which I get to reroll because of my trademark weapon. 10.
You guys have drained 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 possibility from their supply.
All right, so that
That's
is
5 each, and then 5 for
Dang, so we're not even halfway through it. Okay, all right.
17 plus 15. So we're looking at 32 damage.
That will be 3 wounds and 6 shock. So Ulisses is going to try and soak this one. Come out. All right. That's a 2. All right, so 12 is plus 0. Their reality base is 14. So I said that was 3 wounds and 6 shock. They soak 1, which takes Anubis to 3 wounds. He is like you can see cracks running up this broken god's statue. Malachi, Shelly, and Teddy, what are you doing? The shadows do know me, Malachi.
I believe I must be punished first, JM. I believe the ray of judgment has only hit me once, and it should have hit me twice.
It's about to hit you the second time right now if you're taking your action.
Okay. Ow, hit me with it.
I know the GM, seeing as you are a first-time chatter, you get a possibility. You can use that to add to help the heroes or to help the walking gods. All right. 13 up 9. So
Walking god thing.
4. You take 2 shock from this.
All right. Excellent. I'll just take that.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, Mr. Furious. That made me groan.
What is the approved action?
Maneuver.
Ugh.
Oh, you already took your maneuver. You tried to open
This is
open
the
up.
same turn.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm good.
You take no shot. Shelly and Teddy.
Eddie, do you have a good idea?
I've got some ideas.
Go for it, Teddy.
All right, so I'm running with my running shoes up over towards those supplies where that thermite bag is.
There is a bag of thermite.
But what I need is an evidence analysis for a structural weakness for this building to collapse it.
All right. So if you want to try and collapse the building, this will be 2 actions. The first would be evidence analysis, and the second would be whatever you are using to bring the building down, which would probably be missile weapons for the throwing of the thermite. So 1 roll at -2. We can apply the first to the evidence analysis and the second to missile weapons. Yes, Shelly.
If Teddy sets me up, I can shoot Hellfire and blow up everything. So if he doesn't want to take the penalty, if he sets it up, I could shoot it.
You want to do that, Teddy?
Yeah,
Works for me.
Oh, for this round. Never mind.
All right, Teddy, give me your evidence analysis roll.
Point of clarification. Are we inside the structure which you are currently trying to damage?
Yes.
Oh. Back up, rescue.
You've got your running shoes, right?
Some of us can be intangible.
I brought a shield. I don't know what your problem is.
Hey, JM,
Yes.
what would Reality Surge actually do for me?
Reality Surge?
Yeah.
Reality Surge is... hold on, let me pull it up. Those are my cousin cards.
This is how often I use it.
It allows your core Earth cosm to overlay this cosm. So you would also have, in
Law of
effect,
Hope.
you would have the Law of Hope. He said, getting his book out. This is how often I spend time in actual core Earth.
Sorry for the the derail.
No. You would have the Law of Hope in here. You would have the Law of Glory, which means when you play for a critical moment, where you put all of your cards in your actions pool and spend all of them, if you don't have a Glory, you would get to snag one. And the Law of the Underdog, which says you may play a Destiny card into your pool for free at the beginning of combat when you are at a disadvantage, which doesn't really help you here because you are, but it's not the beginning of combat.
What's hope actually matter?
It just is the cosm cards that get played.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you have the Law of Glory, so, that helps.
Oh, sure. Why not? We're going to burn the reality surge.
All right. There is red and blue lightning kind of ripple off Teddy, and as it strikes the walls, they seem to get older. You can see like red velvet ropes with gold stands holding them up and little signs in English and Turkish and several other languages that say, "Do not cross the ropes." Teddy, give me your evidence analysis roll. It's actually going to this would be more of a science roll.
Yeah, okay. I can use that too.
All right, go for it.
19 on the die.
All right, so 19 on the die would give you a +6 to your science.
Science 25.
Teddy, you know exactly where to throw it. You toss it up. Shelly, you hear... What do you say, Teddy, to draw Shelly's attention?
Fire in the hole!
Cool.
No, just the people under Dogathy.
Those include the ones inside of Dogathy?
Depends on where they're at in the digestive process. Shelly, give me the roll. I'm going to say that this is a small target, so this is a DN 12 to hit.
Cool. I got an 18.
All right. There is the thermite hits the ceiling and then erupts and starts to rain burning thermite's
It's white
aluminum,
phosphorus.
right? Yeah,
White
it's essentially
phosphorus.
white phosphorus, right? It comes raining down. It's starting to cling to the ceiling. And the setback that we have is definitely, we're going to go with Anubis staggers into Sebek, who is on fire, they both stagger into Set. So go ahead and roll your damage here before the roof, literally the roof.
We brought the roof down.
The roof is on fire.
Which damage for the Hellfire miracle?
No,
that just went
I
off?
just need the Infernal Judgment damage.
Oh, okie dokie. Ooh, that's a 6. So 5, 8. It's just a 1. Okay,
Don't worry,
9.
JD. They don't need no water, and it wouldn't help because it's white phosphorus. It will pull oxygen out of water to keep burning.
26.
That's 2 wounds to each of them, so I'm going to start making some reality checks. God's bless it, I guess. Anubis got a 1. Sebek is fine. Set rolled a 3, so we'll spend another possibility on that. 13 is a 1, which takes his reality to 15. So Sebek is fine as well, but the roof starts to collapse. The next card, guys, I don't need to tell you that you are now on a timer, yeah? Oh, wait, no, the villains get to go. They still get a turn. There is no more Anubis, so Amit is going to...
Anubis is dead?
Anubis is dead. You're not sure if it's...
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Shelly. This is your kill.
I was gonna say, can Shelly add to her list God Killer?
Technically, walking God killer.
Walking God Killer. Cool.
Yeah.
Walking. Well, no, it wouldn't be God. It would be walking
Walking tall
infidel
God.
killer, imposter killer. Okay, carry on.
Shelly, Ahmed turns her judging eye and her jaws upon you. What is your dodge?
Well, that's a 12.
All right, so she will bite you. What is your toughness?
Well, because she's unholy evil, it's a 13.
So she didn't get the bonus side damage, but she still hits you.
Okay,
What's your toughness?
13.
13. So you will take 2 shots as you get battered about by the jaws, by the hippo side, the hindquarters. The jaws of Ahmed. And then, what is your willpower or spirit?
My willpower is a 15.
15. So that is a dead hit. You are now stymied as well, and you will take damage on your turn. Sebek continues its attempt to swallow Reggie and will actually try to grapple him with his mouth. Its mouth. Reggie, what is your unarmed defense?
My unarmed defense is 14.
All right, so a 22 is +8, which brings us to a 25, which is an outstanding success.
Opponent fails.
You can only play it if it targets you.
Oh, curses!
Okay, well, I can. How am I allowed to respond here?
You take damage to start and are restrained in its mouth. What is your?
You could trade pool to pool.
You could trade it. That's true. Teddy, what do you want to give Teddy?
I have a hero. I also have supporter. I also have action.
Hero is basically a possibility.
Would you like?
I'll take the hero.
All right. So how does the opponent fail? Is it because it's on fire?
I think it's.
It's on fire. All right. And then Set, with its 1 wound, is going to try and end the thermite wielding. No, he's going after Shelly. Screw that. Set will spend its last possibility to really hit Shelly.
And just to remember for the table, we have a drama card out there as well. So a drama and a hero with a good roll is a glory, which is our MO.
It is your MO.
We have 2 glory cards in hand. So
2, and then 17. All right, Shelly, you get hit with a lightning bolt. What is your toughness again? -4 to your armor.
Oh, -4. What? Well, it's 9 because 13 minus 4 is 9.
But how much armor do you have adding to your toughness? Because it can't reduce it below your actual armor.
Just 2.
So 10. All right, 16.
So it'd be 11.
So 5 and 8, 9. So a wound and 2 shock as you get struck by this lightning bolt. I thought that was the case, Mr. Furious, and I'm not saying this because I've used aluminum and iron and to make thermite reactions before at all. It's cool.
But you have done it.
I have totally done it. You just need a heat source hot enough that it will transfer the oxygen molecule to the off of rust, which is this iron oxide, to the aluminum. And you can get that in several interesting ways. And it will burn through a car block. Things you learn. All right, the last. Are you joking, Shelly?
No, because I have to take more damage from the other thing, right?
You do have to. On your turn, you will. The next card is, and this is also super appropriate, Death from Above.
Yeah, it is. Like a miniature sun that Teddy threw up there.
Characters with an elevation advantage may re-roll once any ones on their bonus die. Intimidate is the approved maneuver, but I think what's more important is the fact that heroes go first, and you have an up.
Oh, it is.
I don't know John Chicago, you could not have picked a more perfect time to subscribe because when I said they have an up, the chime went off. I'm giving you a possibility for impeccable timing. All right. Yes, John, that is exactly where I know that from, and it's amazing how you can get a magnesium stick with a flint fire starter attached to it. The more you know, growing up in Chicago. All right,
Yeah, it's not usually how the chat goes.
I know that a second ago you referred to one of the gods as she. Not that I'm gender specific, but is it the one with the hippo and the crocodile face, and it's attacking the good lady Shelley?
Yes, and yes.
Okay, excellent. If it's all right with everyone, I think this time I would like to go first, and I would like to play for the critical moment.
Oh, here we go. All in.
Therefore, playing all of my cards, and I'm going for a trick on said god. I am playing my romance card. Because I've fallen in love with your hippo physique and your not American but clearly Indian style dental work, and I'm taken. But this place is going. It's going to be destroyed. So we have to leave now, my love. It's over. We've won. But you have to leave with us.
You get 3 possibilities for playing the romance card.
Yeah. Romance card. A trick. That's a 16 trick. Play. I have an action I would trade for anyone. If you have like a willpower?
So they only have a trick of 13. If you want to trick this goddess, you got to get to a 23.
Do you want to hear? Wait,
He's got a critical moment here, so he's got to play all of his stuff.
I was gonna say I have a willpower in my pool. I don't know if that would help.
Yes, I will trade that to you for an action.
Great.
So I'll have a willpower. What did I say? 16?
Yep.
19?
What else do you have in the pool?
Give me the 29. Second chance.
Second chance lets you re-roll the whole thing.
Yeah.
You're at 21. You an impossibility it?
It is my last one, but yes, I will.
You get 3 for playing the romance card.
Oh, then yes. Another 10. So altogether, it starts as a 25.
That is
well, plus the willpower makes me a 28.
That is a player's choice. So you see Ahmet thrust her hands up and is holding back a chunk of the masonry back in order to keep part of the roof from collapsing on you all. Guys, every time you guys take an action, I'm rolling a die to see how much of the ceiling collapses. Just FYI. Also, she stops judging you and gives you those.
She does?
Yes, she does.
Well,
she's lost that judging feeling. All right, guys. I have a timer going. Who's going next?
All right, I'll go ahead and go next. So I'm going to walk over to Sebek and say, listen here, you oversized handbag, get your own Englishman. And then I'm going to try and whack the bottom jaw so the Reggie falls out of it.
The original bromance. Alistair and Reggie.
All right, so that is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to all-out attack on that jaw.
Okay.
And we are up.
You are up. Did you forget you're up, Malachi? Okay.
Remind me what an up is.
Roll 2d20, add them together on any action you take this round.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay, let's see.
All right, well, that's 20, 31. So I'm looking at 10 plus 2 is 12. 6 plus 4 is 28.
That is an outstanding success against Sevek.
Jawbreaker.
All righty. And I'm going to go ahead and take my requisite 3 shock again.
I'm going to go ahead and pre-spend that. For real.
And I'm going to spend my second win to get 5 shock back.
Okay.
All right. There it is again. I love these dice. There's that's a 1. I'm going to re-roll it because that's
That
no
was
good.
me last night.
10, 14. Another 5. So that's 14, 19, 20, 21, 21, and 15. 36.
36 is 4 wounds and 8 shock, and I rolled the reality, and Sevek only soaks 2 of them. Again,
Oh.
Alistair coming in, just cracking this thing open. More chunks are falling down. The whole place is shuddering. Who is going next?
All right, so am I still inside this thing's mouth?
You are still inside Sevek's mouth. At the start of its turn,
Is crunch time?
it's crunch time.
Okay. So if I, for example, I think I'm gonna have to just.
Try and break free.
Well, let's see here. If I still have the Lance of St. George, I could potentially fire a round into the roof of its
No,
mouth.
you were restrained.
I'm
You were like
restrained,
between. You were between the teeth of this statue.
Alright.
Would you like help getting out?
I mean, if you would like, I do have most of my ability is in shooting things.
Okay. So
The improved action is intimidate, and I know that Shelly is good for that.
Give it back, you bastard!
so can I I'm gonna try a multi-action.
Okay.
So I imagine the flames of her infernal judgment are licking up around her face. Like not burning her, but like
Yeah.
lighting up her face. And I would like to shoot hellfire at this walking god's knees and yell as I do it, kneel before the power of the one true almighty God, and blast it at the knees and try and knock it down so Reggie falls out.
Give me your roll. You will need to get Reggie to knock down. You will need a 10, or sorry, you will need a 27 on your intimidate. So good luck.
Okay, but I get to roll 2 dice, correct?
And both of them can explode.
Okay. Well, butt face, that sucks.
Possibility will re-roll either or all.
If I had a
Ooh, okay.
possibility, I'd give it choose or earth element.
I have, okay, y'all, here's the deal. I have a drama, I'm gonna use it, but then I'm out of possibilities. So if I get whomped real hard.
Okay. What's your starting? All right, go for it.
Okay, so I rolled in an 8 and a 6, which is a 14.
So you're gonna re-roll both of
So-
those.
Yes, that would get me to a 15 intimidation. So I'm gonna reroll both.
Yeah, re-roll both.
Oh, mother of pearl. So both of those are gonna round up to a 10.
So that's a
So
20.
that would
It's
be-
plus 7.
So it'd be 34, right? Or no. Possibility adds, right?
Possibility adds, yeah. 34.
So both of those would be a 10. So that'd be a 34. So that'd get me to 10. So intimidate, that'd get me to a 24. What
You
did I
s-
need? A 25?
You need a 27. Does anyone have a +3 they can play on Shelly's behalf in action? All right. Players call.
Yes.
What's the same
Okay.
roll? What's a +10 added to your Hellfire?
So my Hellfire, good is 1 bonus die of damage, outstanding is 2, and it's standard 13.
What was your total?
Oh, the total of the roll with the +3.
Mm-hmm.
I was at 24, so give me a 27.
Okay, that is outstanding. Go ahead and roll the damage. And Mr. Furious has you covered on the possibility.
Thank you. Ooh, that jumped out. So that is 10. So it's 23 points of fire damage. I'm sending it this walking god's knees.
23 is a wound and 2 shock after, or no, with before the reality roll. And he spends the possibility and he makes the reality roll even with a 9. All right, but here's the thing: his with an outstanding player's call on an interaction attack, not only do you drop, but you expose the soft palate of the creature whose toughness is only 13 there. Reggie, as you roll to the ground, you want to take a shot? Roll to hit, buddy.
Take it out. And I get to do this.
And JM, could I have a card, please?
Yes, you get the reconnect card.
I'm going to take the 6.
Okay. Can you send me a picture of that, please? Thank you.
If you have to make a reconnection test, you automatically make it.
Oh, cool.
All right, so that's a 23.
Versus their dodge is a good success.
Okay. How many wounds does it have left?
Sebek has 2.
Spend the possibility.
Oh, don't forget the +2 because it's large.
Oh, that's true.
So
So
25.
25.
You only need a 1 possibility. Your possibility will automatically net it
Yeah.
for you. Go ahead and roll it though, because if you get a 20, we could be glorying here. Nope.
But I didn't.
All right, roll your 3 bonus dice of damage against this. Base damage is 15 on
Yep.
your flare gun.
Well, on the explosive round.
Okay, you're explosive rounding it.
All right, that was a 6, but one of those 6 plus a 6, it's one of them exploded.
Okay, keep rolling.
All right, so that's 12 and 4, so that's a total of 16 plus the 15, so 21.
All right, 3 wounds, 6 shock, and I just spent their last possibility in their pool. I got an 11 with a reality of 14. What did I say? What did I say it was?
11. So
3 wounds
Yeah.
and 6 shock. It takes 1 wound. 3.
So dang close.
All right. Ben die is 15. Guys, the ceiling is coming down in the next action. What are you doing?
Going to run, lads. Let's go.
Yeah.
Teddy and Malachi. What you got? Oh no, just Teddy. What are you doing,
See,
sir?
yeah. Oh,
You're just running.
he's running with the anticipation that one of those walkers is out there that he can
You heading up the stairs, or you heading back out the door?
out the way we came.
Okay. I need from everyone else a dodge check, and that's where we're going to end for tonight. Oh!
That's just what I'm good at.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on, Maddie. You forgot to roll your 2 Hellfire damages. Give me the
Oh,
dodge
I
rolls.
thought I did.
Oh, you did at the start of the turn. Everyone give me your dodge check except for Teddy, because he made it out of the room.
Oh, wait, no, I didn't do my infernal. No, you're right. I didn't do the infernal. 17 plus 9 is 28.
28 is up. 13. All right. You see Sebek's statue melts completely. And Set's statue takes another wound. But Ahmet is holding up the wall for you, so you guys all need to give me your roll. To get out of here, because Ahmet is holding the statue up, your dodge is only a 14.
I got a 6.
Okay?
I got a 16. Can I... would this help her at all?
What does it say?
Add to dexterity?
This would add to a dexterity.
+3. Could I give you +3 to that? Would that help you at all?
That would take it from a bonus die of damage to just the straight rocks falling damage.
All right, we shall do that.
So instead of rocks fall, everyone dies with a bonus die of damage. It's just no. I'm just kidding. All right, so Shelly, you
okay,
you
so-
get
and then
Malachi. What'd you get?
I got an 8.
But still, oh yeah, with the bonus die.
Can I use my supporter card to bump that 3 up?
Please do so.
Alistair, what'd you get?
Let's see, I got 17.
You are fine. Alistair moving with just grace. Reggie, the two of them running up, backlit by this infernal judgment fiery pillar. Teddy running clearly ahead of him because he is made of paper. You do hear, oh, as Malachi and Shelly make it through. What are your toughnesses?
11, because I'm assuming these stones are not supernatural evil.
They are not. 1 wound, Shelly.
Okay.
Mine's a 9.
Yours is a 9. 1 wound, Malachi. Are you still giving the possibility to Shelly to soak, Mr. Furious? As you guys make it out, I'll wait for Mr. Furious to respond. As you guys make it out, you can see alarms are going off. The walkers are turning, looking for any. You get to make a soak roll, Shelly. You can see the walkers are looking. There's a pair of them. You can see 2 zeppelins now flying over the place. Alarms going off, and Kage gives the other possibility to Malachi to make his soak test if he doesn't have one. Look at that. Go team chat. You can see ladders are being dropped. And somewhere off in the distance, there's a massive explosion somewhere in the city.
Is this happening at the same time the second session where we blew up the entire base?
And that's where we're going to pause for tonight. We will be back next week with the second half of the B team. Get in, get Reggie with it, and get out, part 2. A huge thanks to my B team players to always being willing to jump into the breach at a moment's notice. The B team is a big hit, both with the GM, with the players, and with the chat. It's always good to have you guys here. I can't wait to see what you blow up. I mean, no, I didn't mean that. What you blow up next time. I was a little nervous throwing 4 walking gods against you guys, but you handled it well. I am so happy for this. There will be more B team this year, and don't forget, Bureau G will be back at Christmas time for our annual Christmas game. So check out all the other great shows we have on the Iconic Production channel. We have Thursday, I will be discussing doing a Blackbirds review on Behind the Screen. Saturday morning, we will have the Grand Campaign. And next week, we will have session 7 of our Deadlands game and part 2 of Get In, Get Reggie with it, and Get Out. Thank you to everyone who is follower, supporter. We greatly appreciate it. Please know that if you haven't yet subscribed on YouTube, please go over and subscribe to YouTube, subscribe here. When we hit 1,000 followers, I'm giving away a full Kickstarter set of Fading Suns. That is, I will show the books off as Ben suggested last week. This does not count the GM pack and the card deck. I will let you guys know you do not have to worry about shipping either if you happen to win this. This will be going out to one lucky Iconic fan. So,
Y'all, Fading Suns is so good.
It is so good. I love this game. Stop by the booth. We will be selling Fading Suns at booth 1830 at Gen Con. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to the B team, as always. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, stay gaming. We will be back next Torg Day night, also known as Tuesday night, for more B team goodness. Until then, everybody, have a good one.